And so I saved these guys for last because they were kind enough to just shotgun questions. So we have multiples here. Old friend, Matt. Who in the band would be the most likely to eat something gross for $20? Jake
Me.
or
Me.
Eldon?
And why is it Jake?
It would be me.
It's just the first person that came to mind.
Because I don't care.
I do have a
20
story
bucks.
about eating something off of the ground for $5 in 8th grade. We were on a bus and it was a really rainy day. And so the inside of the bus obviously was covered in muddy water and things like that. And then a kid dropped a gummy worm on the ground, like one of those trolley ones with the like sour sugar on it. And he picked it up and I just straight up said, "I'll eat that." And then I did. He's like, "That's disgusting." I'm like, I'll do it. And then I did it. I felt like it was invigorating. I felt like a new man, honestly.
I seem to remember you once, when I first met you, you told me a story about you eating a whole live goldfish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happened my freshman year of college. We went to Walmart, me, my friend Nate, my friend Jacob, and my friend Hunter. We went to Walmart, and Hunter said, "Hey, what are the odds you eat a live goldfish?" And I said, 1 out of 10. And then I'm like, no. That's too hard. 1 out of 4. And then we both said 3. And so at exactly 9:11 p.m., I downed a goldfish in a glass of water. And then I had the worst indigestion of my life about 12 hours later. And I was pooping out like little orange scales. It was disgusting.
That's a really bad thing to do.
It was terrible. I'll never do it again. But it was the best $4 we ever spent.
Oh my.
When I used to work at Dairy Queen, we had this dude, Jordan, who we would try to get to eat anything. Like, we made a chili dog. The grill had like a thing you would pull out where like you would scrape all the grease and like black muck from the freaking grill. And we put that on a chili dog and he ate it.
Oh.
And then one time we made a blizzard with dog treat in it because we had dog treats for the drive-thru. And that was the one thing he wouldn't do, was the dog treat blizzard. But he would do the black grease dog.
Black tar heroin dog.
Yeah.
I had a coworker at the Dairy Queen I worked at that made a blizzard out of chicken strips. Just put chicken strips in ice cream and then blended it up.
We had somebody go through the
far better than the doctor.
Yeah,
it's probably
we had somebody go through the drive-thru. We had somebody go through the drive-thru and ask us to put bacon in their blizzard.
Oh, that's totally understandable.
I thought that was weird. I don't know.
It's weird, but I would do it.
Bacon and ice cream, bacon and chocolate, dude, that's good stuff.
Ooh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Next question from Matt is, what band do you collectively all enjoy the most?
I enjoy this pretty underground
Probably
band
German.
by the name of Wayfarer. I don't know if you've heard.
Shut up. They suck.
Yeah, I think we're all obligated to say the Deer Hunter at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Are we?
Yeah.
Good thing is I knew who they were beforehand because of my buddy John. Shout out John, one of the best artists I've ever met in my life, but also just amazing taste in music. And the first time I met him, we stayed up literally all night, and he showed me a bunch of music like Deer Hunter, and I love that kind of like storytelling kind of thing. And the music is inspirational. It's wonderfully written. The lyrics are wonderfully written, and then once I joined Winter Wayfarer, Colin was like, "Do you know who Deer Hunter is?" I'm like, "Oh, do I know who Deer Hunter is?" I'm not nearly as big a fan as Colin or Ryan or any of these
Better
guys,
specify
really.
the Deer Hunter.
The Deer Hunter. But great band, fantastic.
John and I got belligerently drunk in Vermilion, and he drew me on my hand. That's my story about John.
That's John for you.
Ouch.
It was fun.
Another question from Matt is, what is the first record or artist that you each listened to and knew that you wanted to create music?
The first record that made us want to create music?
You guys go. I'm digging.
I'm gonna have to be honest. It was either probably Petra or Switchfoot when I was really little.
Good old Switchfoot.
Petra.
Man.
Good old Petra.
Mm.
Was that when I was in middle school? Oh, go ahead, Kez.
I would say when it comes to like rock vibes, 311 way back when was really, really cool to me. Nora Jones as more of a vocal artist inspired me.
I was always in like middle school and like late elementary school. I was always listening to the Beatles, and it was the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band album where I was like, I want to do stuff like that. Of course, I don't have that complex of a brain to put together music that groundbreaking, but it was that album where I was like, I want to make music in like middle school. And of course, I didn't actually start making music until college, but I always had that like, I'll start writing music one of these days. But that was kind of the first time.
I mean, because there was a lot of music that I was listening to when I was younger that made me want to be more creative. But as far as like feeling like I could do something with music or that I could do something with producing or something like that, I think you can probably cut this one down, Marty. I'll just say Brian from Casting Pearls and Voda, seeing them play multiple times when I was young. It was really genuine, authentic stuff.
The band that made me want to get a guitar was Green Day and Paramore. But when I started actually writing stuff, and by writing, I mean not a whole lot, because I don't really write, but I found Rob Scallon on YouTube. And I started watching a lot of his stuff, and his style was just completely different from everything I ever knew. So that was a little inspiring, I guess. I did try to write a little bit when I was in that era of watching him. And then I picked up bass because Colin told me to. When I was going to
Colin,
join...
You're going to do this. I was like, okay.
When I was going to join as a guitarist, and then you realized, hey, we're losing our bassist. We need a bassist, not a guitarist.
Shout out to David Brown.
Yeah.
He
Hey, Dave.
just had his first boy recently.
Kids.
Love you,
Congrats.
Shelby. Love you, David. I can't wait for quarantine to be over so me and Taylor can come visit you guys.
I think, well, I guess my kind of like origin into music is a lot different than pretty much most of you here. Literally, I was 5 years old. My mother came into my room and she said, "There's this lady on the phone. She's offering violin lessons to kindergarten students. Do you want to do it?" Now, my little dumb 5-year-old brain was like, "Okay."
Okay, yeah, you'll get it.
Okay, Bob. This is what my voice sounds like. So, yeah, like I just started really early, and I just have been doing it ever since. But I think, unironically, what like got me thinking like, oh, something like this is what I'd like to do is coming in and recording on Keep Close with Colin that one day. It was a lot of fun, and I think I made some passing mention of like, hey, if you ever want me to come in and play a show with you guys, hit me up. And you were kind of like, yeah, sure. And then
Look,
I didn't think
Here we
that
are.
you were gonna ask that. I thought we were all too weird of people, but now I know you.
But I was like, you've met me, right? Like you knew me.
I didn't know you like I knew Kaz or Jake or anybody back then. But yeah, it sucks that we didn't figure that out earlier.
We're here now.
Yeah, we
happens out.
are. Next question from Matt is, if you all collectively had to relocate to a new city, where would it be and why? I want to go to Texas.
I was gonna say
wish
moving
I
to
did that.
Texas or like Tennessee or something like that.
Yeah, I could probably get down with Texas.
Tejas,
Okay.
nice and warm. I don't have to wear winter clothes ever again. I can be tan. Also, the music there, like in Austin area, is amazing.
Craig, Iowa.
Merrill, Iowa. No,
No, I'm actually being serious, dude. It's so peaceful out there. Like, so peaceful. I could just sit out on my porch and eat pickled herring and
Yeah.
drink beer.
My issue is I don't want to slow down yet. That's a slow down kind of thing. I'm 58. I'm beginning to get grandchildren. That's
That's my problem. I went too fast already.
You need to slow down.
Colorado would be cool. The mountains
That
are
would be
nice.
sick. I don't want to pay $1 billion for
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's
a gallon of
expensive.
milk.
I'll go back
$6.
We could live somewhere ghetto like Pueblo. We don't
Colorado is wonderful.
somewhere with still music scene, man, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've seen really sweet things out of like the Omaha area, but it would be cool to see what it'd be like down in Texas, somewhere down in
Yeah.
the south.
Music down there is really nice, and it's I like the people in Texas. I like Whataburger, and San Antonio is really nice. I like San Antonio, but
Cheap land.
yeah, it's just good country, good land, good people. A lot of good music does come out of Texas. A lot of good bands go through Texas. It's good. Love it. And then thanks for this, Matt. Who always tries to get out of loading in and out?
Oh,
Not me.
man.
I'll let you guys answer this one because
All I know is it's not me.
It's not me.
Hey, right now
Definitely.
I think I have a pretty good record out of our 2 shows. I've helped at least a little bit.
Yeah, Eldon, you're pretty much excluded from this question. Just because you haven't been around.
Probably be me.
You know what? I think it would be Kaz.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Kaz.
You guys hopped on that train. Kaz like, I think it's me. Everyone's like, it's Kaz.
I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want to be hurtful.
You didn't want to be the first.
I
Yeah.
think I can only say that because Ian is no longer in the band because he won't
That is true.
That is also I have. I have
Sorry, Ian.
Man, we're ripping on people that aren't even in the band anymore. See, I knew this. Thanks, Matt. I told you this question would be great.
It's all right. Ian has thick skin. He can take it.